Welcome to the Failed Podcast. Thank you for tuning in to our coffee break series. I'm realizing that I'm looking at the screen. Let me make this adjustment. There we go. The last video I made, I didn't look into the lens the whole time. I'm getting better at it, but here you go. That is what my image looks like on social media and all that good stuff. So if you see that, give me a follow. Thank you for following and watching us here on YouTube. Help us grow the channel by sharing, by commenting. You know what to do. Thank you so much. And I hope you're enjoying this coffee time. It takes us a little, 10, 15 minutes or so to get a cup of coffee, drink it and enjoy it. And during that time, we can kind of look into the sky and wonder about the clouds and stuff, or we can take that opportunity to learn, to listen to something that can help us, gain understanding. And that's what I'm hoping is happening with the Failed Podcast, and specifically speaking about the coffee break series. There you go. There's our icon for what we're doing. I hope you're enjoying it today. Here we go. It's really easy. I hope it helps you. It has helped me, and it goes something like this. Turning setbacks into comebacks. Man, that's like a bar. Turning setbacks into comebacks. What is your comeback? A lot of us have comeback stories. I was here, I lost my money, I lost my business, I did this, I made this bad choice, but look at me now. I'm looking pretty good, and I love hearing those stories. I love when people tell me about their journey or their climb back to the top after they lost everything. That builds character, man. That builds knowledge and understanding. It just changes an individual for the better. And a lot of us are going through failure right now, and we're on that setback, and we cannot even, we're like, comeback. I have been knocked down. I'm not even thinking about my comeback. But as soon as there's a setback, if you train your mind, automatically, what's the comeback? What am I going to do? What am I going to change? How am I going to get better? This cannot define me. This setback will not be the last thing that people know about me, what they know about you. And so that's why I like today's topic. Today's topic on the Coffee Break series. And so here's a quote by an unknown person, but it's a good one. It's not how we fall, but how we rise that defines us. And that's the thing. Words have definitions, right? You see the word, you see the definition, and then that's what it is. And so do you. Here is your name and what you have accomplished, what you have been through. And so what defines you? What do you want to define you? Although in maybe our definition, there will be in many instances of failures, of things that didn't go our way, embarrassing times, bad decisions, you name it, that list is super long. But while people are examining who you are and you are looking at the mirror, you're going to be able to say, you know what defines me? Yeah, those setbacks are part of my journey. But what people are going to hear is my comeback story, how I made it, what I learned, how long it took me. Some truths in that maybe one wanted to quit. Maybe you thought you weren't going to have a comeback and it was a struggle. That's important to share as well. But what's your comeback story? Are you having to say, I'm going to go for it? Or are you in the middle of it already? It's already in motion? I hope that it is. And so failure can be a launch pad for a successful comeback. And so the launch pad for a spaceship is just a big old piece of cement, and that's where the spaceship is, and it launches up. But it's got to be there in order for you to push off of it and just launch into space, launch into the sky. And so failure, it happens right in front of us, but we make it our launch pad, and we say, okay, from right here, now I know where I'm starting from. Now I know where I'm going to be taking off from. It's from this mistake, this setback, this thing, that thing, whatever it may be for me, for you. But now we know where we're starting. So every time we learn or take a step forward, we know how far we're elevating, right? How high we're going, and our dreams are way up here. And we go from the launch pad up forward with growth. And that is the message of today, is turning setbacks into comebacks, making your setbacks, boom, that's my start. Where are you going to finish, right? Those are the stories that I like. And those are the interviews that I like to do here on the Failed Podcast. And so if you're watching this one, if you're watching this coffee break, and you have a great story to share of your comeback, reach out to us. Send us a DM on Instagram. I'll have the description and below so you can follow us there. And maybe we can coordinate something and I can share your comeback, because those are very motivational. And sometimes people need to hear those so that they can continue to move forward. Here's some takeaways that I think are very helpful. The first one is use setbacks as motivation to come back stronger. Man, that's hard sometimes, right? But you can say that happened, but look at me now, right? I didn't know then, but now I know. I went in a little naive, now I have knowledge. I didn't know, now I know. I thought I couldn't stretch my money this much, but now I know I can. So you come back better, but you come back stronger because your understanding has more depth. And that's where true strength comes from, is going through those setbacks, right? And it's what we learn that makes us stronger, but we had to go through it first so that we can say that was a result to this strength, that strengthened this aspect of me. And so all of your great qualities, if you examine yourself and you're a person that loves to learn and to be able to teach what you've learned to others, then you identify all of your positives and you say, this is my strong area. What was the weakness that led to it, right? You can write those down. It's important to know what they were, because as you share your story, those are the specifics that people need to know, because it might hit them right where they need help at that moment. Okay, so here's the other takeaway. Focus on your comeback story, not just the setback. Storytelling is what we love to do here at the Failed Podcast. I think it's so important for people to know how to share their stories so that it's not just jibber jabber and just talking and it's just everywhere. No. So it's focused. So here's my journey, here's my setbacks, here's my launching pads. I was weak here, I developed the strength here, and these are the 5 or 6 things that I learned from this failure, from this challenge. And you share those in a proper way, in a short amount of time or whatever, so that others can hear it, become encouraged, and gain strength from you. But that's what we got today. Setbacks, turning setbacks into comebacks. What's your comeback story, right? Maybe you're in a setback. Don't worry. Then that's your starting point. Continue forward. Do not quit, my friends. Failure is going to happen. Challenges are going to show up. But remember, that's when your story starts, man. That's when you can get things going and changing things and learning and becoming stronger. Thank you for tuning in to the Coffee Break series. I keep showing my phone. I might put the icon here or there. If I don't, then it'll be somewhere. But thank you for tuning in to these short episodes. Don't forget to subscribe to the Failed Podcast right here on YouTube, or follow us on Instagram and on many other platforms. The links are below. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.